Bloody
American spies. Anyway, the thing is with the knee joint is it's not just it's an impact, bosh, and that's like really painful. Gently kneeling on some gravel, which some did last year, trying to start doing the stuff outside. And then wear and tear. Gardeners on the knees all day, and you get on your knees like, oh, what am I going to do? So these treatments we're going to do are going to help all that out, okay? It's what BB and I call when we get clients come along, got any, we call it a reset of the knee joint, if you like. So this is why we've got the chair. And if I just bend down here and give a little twist, oh, there we go. There's my right kneecap, all right? Okay, let me get in nice and close. I've cleaned all the blood off it, all right? Okay, so we got femur, shaft of the femur, I've turned sideways, look. So that's the front there. Facing you, you got your tib, which is the weight-bearing bone, and your fibula. Fibula is for balance of the joint. The weight-bearing one is the big one. If you break your fibula, a lot of times they won't even put a plaster on your leg. It doesn't do hardly anything except for the stabilization of the joint. Part we're thinking about is the patella here, which is a floating joint. And if I move it away, there's the joint underneath. The dark grey bits are all of the little tendons, etc. in the back. If you get wear and tear in your joint, it's going to be in that area inside there, okay? And the joint, as I'm doing this, it does do that in real life. That's what it'll do, all right? And it's twisting like this all of the time. That's why we go on so much about stabilization of the joints. Nice, big, strong muscles either side, and that is protected all the way through, guys, all right? Now, impact on the knee. Patella tendon here and here keeps that in place. It's floating, and we are in a second going to move our kneecaps to one side. Some go a long way. Some people come through us for treatments, and in the end, believe it or not, we can move the patella all the way over and get our fingers well underneath the joint. Oh, sounds horrible, doesn't it? Oh, but we can do, all right? Now, if you whack that knee patella there and you hit it, it's going to protect the joint. Listen. That's what you get. You get bruising on your skin around here, and if you've got it there, you've got it inside. Bruising is bleeding, right? If you got an impact on there at any joint at all, at any bone, and it's a big whack, you've got to get ice on it as fast as you can, and you ice it for 24 hours. That's not all the time. Don't stick your knee in the freezer. Bag of ice in a bag, inside a towel, flannel, something like that to stop it, the ice burning your leg, and you give it a gentle rub, hold it on there for at least 15 minutes, okay? And do that every few hours for the first 24 hours. That reduces down the bleeding. It will not be on the surface at the time, it comes through. So the bleeding you're talking about is localized between the patella and the joint in there. And if you get it in there, that is super, super painful big time. And it can last as long as what a break can be, 3 weeks before the tenderness actually starts going and you can start bending that knee, all right? If you get bruising coming down this part of the shin, that is where it's flowing down the body and it's gravity. So if you whacked it there and you get bruising here, that is a pretty major trauma thing that you've done, okay, on the patella. If you fracture the patella, I've only seen a few of these, but it goes across. These are so tight, half the bone can end up here and half of it down to the bottom there. That's mega super painful, and that talks about surgery and things like that. That's the joint in there, guys, okay? So big neck of femur, and you've got, and while we're on it, in the center, there, see the little dot in the middle? That is where your isometrics gets right down to, deep inside those bones. That's why it's so, so important, the isometrics, all right? So, to work that knee. All right, let me move back a little bit on the chair. You know when we do and we'll start the treatment now, because this treatment is part of the stretching of what we're going to be doing today. I'll move back a bit more. 6 minutes, right. You know we do this one with the wrist. When we put our thumb there, we angle it that way, and then we do this, yeah? We do the same thing with our knee. If I turn sideways, look, I'm working on my right hand, so I bring my leg up to here. All right, little to there. Thumbs. I'm putting the thumbs above the top of the patella. Now, as I push downwards with the thumbs, I'm getting nice and wide top. I'm bringing the force this way, like that, and I'm really squeezing that tight. That's 15 out of 10. Then I'm bending that knee down. And if you've got hairy legs like me, oh dear, that hurts. Most of you shouldn't have hairy legs like me. There's only me pulling away, all right? Thumbs in the top, there, and move that down, all right? And what you're doing is you're stretching out these big 5 muscle groups here in the quads, taking the tension off that patella. So I'll do one more time into there. So bend that down. I'm really pushing that down, guys. It's really feeding it through. If it gets a little bit too painful, use a little bit of moisturizing cream just on the thumbs so you get a bit of a glide with thumbs. So one more, leg nice and straight, in above, push down, angling this way, and then we move it down. Okay? Want to get the patella nice and loose. So next one to do is palms of the hands here into the knee, and I'm just rotating it around the sides. Nice little circles. Use the meat of the thumb there, the ball of the thumb there, and that's in that pad. That's nice, that is. Now press a little bit harder, and you'll feel a little bit of bony prominences in there. You loosen off the tendons. You feel between them where little notches there. Start going backwards and forwards like that there. Then around. Bit of hard work. Can place the foot on the floor if we need to, but when we're putting the foot on the floor, you start tightening the joint up. So try and keep it nice and relaxed. And I'm working around. I'm coming back to the top of the knee. Get to the top, one hand, and I'm going across the top there. Loosen it all off. I want to get a bit of heat in there. Little magic trick, watch this one. Onto the knee, okay? You'll feel it, and you'll feel how cold your knee is. Hardly any blood circulation. Rub the hands really hard, get the friction going. Onto the knee. That's transferring right through that patella. One more time, into there, and down. Good, okay. Now, feel the thumb, just below patella, there's a little notch in there. Feel that? Put both thumbs on and just gently move it left and right. What you'll feel now as you're doing that, you are feeling this bit here, all right? The lower part of the patella tendon. Now, you're not going to loosen that off. What we're after is getting a little bit of circulation into there as much as possible. So I'm going round, left and right, round and round. If you've got a sore knee, be hurting. Now, watch the skin on top of the patella. Is it nice and loose and moving round? Mine is. Any swelling there could be a little bit tighter. So nice and gently moving that around. All right, now we're in there, looking good. Right, the patella. Got my thumbs. I'm going to put my thumb to here and just gently press and push. And notice in to out, not much movement. If I come from out to in and I start pushing that kneecap, I can start moving my patella about 1/4 inch over across. So I'm going to relax that leg down, either side, and I'm just trying to pull the patella over gently, right? Now, at first you'll get no movement. Then just relax. And what will happen is I put my fingers to here and I pull. That now is moving. It starts to give a tiny little bit. Now it's going a bit more. Now as I work along, so I'm working my fingers up the outside patella, gently just tweaking it, foot's rested on the floor, and it's moving over, and I can feel it starting to give, okay? Now as that starts to give, you need to get your fingers and dig it in so it's underneath or where the areas which were not there before, because you moved it over slightly. And that digging that thumb in and working all the way around the patella, and you're taking this to 15 out of 10, guys, all right? You want to be feeling it. That activates the nervous system. Working around the outside, that moves the patella over very, very gently. So that would be doing that. So you're exposing the leading edge of the bone here. That's what you should be feeling under your fingers, just in there. So the fingers moved over. I've worked all around patella, gently moving it over, and we get that little bit of movement there. As that moves it over, it loosens it off. And as you get some friction in there, that's all it is. We're just rubbing around the patella. Once you've done that side, come to the inside. You're not going to get a lot of movement here. Gently pushing it over, okay? With a bent knee, it's tighter. Straight knee, it's looser, but the joint is locked out. A safe knee is there because it's going to rotate. A bent knee is not safe because the bottom can do that. For those of you who've got footballers, kids who are footballers, that's where they get injured there, right? So if they tackle, they want nice, big, strong thighs. Okay, into that one there. Safe, unsafe, all right? I can feel that. My kneecap, if you don't want one kneecap, feel weird. Now, when you come do this, if you've got a bad knee, practice on the good knee first. Then you get the feel of it and you'll think, oh yeah, I can feel that. That's what I'm doing. Then go to the one which you've injured or is a bit sore because you might not be able to put in so much, and you'll know then that you've done the proper job. Because if you feel it on the good knee, you're going to have the same effect on the bad one. If you go straight for the bad knee, the one you've injured, you're not going to know if you've done a proper a treatment on there, self-treatment, or if you've manipulated it correctly, and you're not going to injure yourself anymore. All right, there you go. Nice knees. Let's get the stretching going. Any questions, guys? Text me later on. And those of you who've got the knees, if you need to, we can get a thing going as well later on. Okay, chair. Right, let me get back in zone. Got to press this. It's a bit late, but there you go. Going to press this. Take that away. All right, good stuff. That's the knee. Fantastic. So that's the second thing we think we've done the knee. There's loads because people are different injured and talk about different areas and how to do different parts of it. That's your kneecap. That's a nice one to do. Okay, good stuff. Remember, from there then, bring the insteps together. Hands onto the kneecaps and the palms. Keep the knees together. And if we circle those around, nice thing going on. Okay, now keep that going. Look at the screen as you're doing that. Circle it back the other way. As you're circling that round, you've got that nice movement there, look, going round. Good range of movement right in the back of the joint into the ACL. So we like all that sort of stuff. Take it back round how you started again. Round we go. Take the knees around and then back round the other way. Fantastic, good stuff. If you do start getting drainage, the bruise starts here and goes down the shin. You've got to elevate your feet and get it higher than the heart. That'll bring it back for lymphatic return. Take the hands up and out. Turn the palms up, breathe in. Exhale to the heart. Looking good, guys. Let's squish it back out. Reach for the walls. Take it to the 15. Rotate the hands up. Breathe in. Exhale all the way down. Keep the elbows high. 3-second isometric pushing. Go. 2, 3. Hook the hands over. Go pull apart. 2, 3. Arc the hands down. Hold the thumb. Rotate the shoulders back. Get the tingly feeling down the spine as we rotate it back round again. Oh, these tingles are getting bigger and bigger. What's going on? Hands to the thighs. Talking through our bicycle chain. Breathe in. Chin to the chest. Hands gently pushing into the thighs, the kneecaps. Fingers in front of the toes. Think cat stretch. Think knees going to the rear. Picture that knee joint. Now in the back of the knee joint where I showed you, you can see where that's what we're stretching out now. Chin to the chest. Think cat stretch again. Knees going back. Big deep breath in. Exhale. Slowly coming back up. Push the hands in. And we unwind. Shoulders come back. Think posture. 30% pelvic floor. Abs and the string. Looking up. Carry the hands on up and out. Turn the palms towards me. That means welcome to my space, and gently rotate left and right. Don't let the feet weight transfer to the insteps and outsteps. Keep them flat on the floor. Doesn't matter how much movement you get, guys. We're all getting the same muscles working. Vertebrae getting loosened off. Now we can start taking the insteps to the insteps, outsteps to outsteps. Like we've got those skis on, and we can rotate and take it around. Don't go too fast though, because we're doing rotations like this and mobilization. A lot of body weight is actually carrying on down, and the spine has to gently put the brakes on and bring it back again. So we're mobilization and activating at the same time. Last one that side. Last one that side. Back towards me. and palms facing relaxes you down. Why? Psychologically, welcome to my area. Drop those hands down to the side before our shoulders start aching. Lean over any side you want to, just till we feel a stretch in the waistline. Don't go any further. 2, 1. Bring it back up. Over the other way. Don't wish the day away, guys. The football will be here soon enough. It's raining outside anyway. Good grief. Back to indoor jobs. Like watching James Martin. Bring it back up. Right, is he on? I didn't see him this morning. Bring it back up, guys. Good stuff. Take the hands up and out. Palms facing me. With inhale, they're going to the rear. Breathe in. And the chest is like the bows of a ship coming out the ocean there. Now keep that going. Engage lateral thoracic breathing, but keep the arms moving to the rear. Bring those scapulars together. When we first started doing this one, we have to breathe every time to get that movement. My scapulars are clicking together now. Let's breathe in. Exhale, pushing it a bit more to the rear. Good. On the next exhalation, we're going to bring the hands to the front. Breathe in. Exhale and bring it to the front. There. Oh, feel that relief. Now keep the hands together. Roll the shoulders forward. Try and switch off the rest of the body. Pause and hold there. And we're going to try and touch each other's noses like that. Breathe in. Exhale, push the hands forward. Try and switch off the rest of the body. We're rounding off those shoulders. Keep pushing. 2, 1. Lock the thumbs. Breathe in, raise upwards. Good. Exhale and just hold it there. Just feel nice and tall. We're going to try and touch the ceiling on the inhalation. Breathe in, push up. Exhale, keep the hands there, but keep trying to stretch them and feel that stretch gradually increasing. The ribs, the abs are getting, the abdominal area loves this, guys. People do hundreds of sit-ups a day. The waistline wants to come in all the way. Do a simple stretch like this. Try and touch the ceiling again. Breathe in. Look at that. We elongate the hands, get them longer again. Keep that length and lean over 45 degrees any side you want to. Pause and hold. Now let's get that feeling in the side of our rib cage that we like so much this week. Breathe in. Exhale and come back upright and carry on over the other side. Make sure those arms are long, 45 degrees. Breathe in. Exhale, back upright again. Push the fingers towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale and bring them all the way down, guys, and rotate those shoulders around. Really worked it today, haven't we, so far? We're not long started. Off we go, back again. Pointer finger coming out, concrete suits on, hand to here, and over we go. There. Nice, relaxed, lateral thoracic breathing. Now, just keep the concrete suit on, but try and rotate it round, straight down through the nose here, not moving the head looking at you, okay? There. And pull that around, 15 out of 10. Point your finger, big deep breath in. Exhale, turn the head, look at that finger, and pull and rotate all the way around. In steps to out steps on the feet, transfer of the weight, big deep breath in. Exhale and move it round again. Oh, that's good. Breathe in. Exhale, and we're bringing it all the way back round. And that shoulder's done now. Rotate that shoulder around. So this session is Saturday morning stretch. Sometimes we're doing relaxing and taking it. So this one, we're working it as well. Moving around, looking a bit lively. All the way good. That one feels good. Let's get this one feeling good as well. Here we go. Point that finger out. Concrete suits on, hand to here. I'm pulling that around. Nose is almost touching one another. And take that to 15. Get as much rotation as you can in while we're facing one another. There we go. Somebody's at the front door. Round we go. You ever been in a group of people who all got the ring alarms and all their mobile phones go off and everybody grabs their phone at the same time? It's like the shootout, the OK Corral, who can get their phone out quicker. Breathe in. Exhale, turn, look at the finger and rotate that body round, guys, working it. Dairy Lead cheese wedges. Good. Breathe in. Exhale, pull it round a bit more. Oh, that feels good. Breathe in. Exhale, bringing it back around. And round we go. Now, the top, sometimes we just stretch, think, oh, that joint, oh, feels so good and relaxed. Hopefully you can feel that where the shoulders have joined into the lower part, just between the kidney area, just to there, guys, all right? Kidneys are there, liver is here, all right? Had somebody got that mixed up one day, but never mind. All right, get the marker, bring the feet out to where the elbows are. Drop them down. Little teapot, breathe in. Exhale, over we go. Curl those fingers under the hands, the armpit there. Get to your 15 and hold, but I bet by now you're at your 15. You haven't got to think about 13, 14, 12 or whatever. I bet you that long arm is gently still going down the outside of your body. Good. Breathe in. Exhale. A little bit more. Right. Undo the teapot handle and point that hand straight up in the air. Imagine you string out the fingers, coil it over. Feel that big stretch. Feel this breath, guys. Big deep breath in. Go. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale, recovery. Up we come nice and slowly. Out we go. Isn't that fantastic for the side of the rib cage? Too many times people think about here, breathing, getting the chest up. We do the sides and we do the back as well. Okay, teapot, other way round. Breathe in. Exhale, over, nice and controlled. Don't get excited and rush into it. Hold the horses. That's it. Think 30%. Pelvic floor abs. Looking good. Big deep breath in. Exhale. I bet that long arm is creeping down. I bet you're thinking, when is it going to stop? It's still creeping down. Okay, undo the teapot handle. Take the hand nice and high. If you're ever showing anybody this stretch, be careful. They will not have the stability you have. Mark the little fingers, string coming at the end. Coil them over. Here we go. Big deep breath in. Exhale. Oh, that feels good. Breathe in. Exhale. Reset. Bring that up. Bring those hands down. Hands onto the hips. And let's rotate them round. 1, 2, 3. Back the other way. 1, 2, 3. Look at your right foot. Look where the toe is. Replace it with the heel 1. Have another look where the toe is. Replace it again. There. Okay, hands to the hips. Here we go. Then nice and slowly put those imaginary pencils in the side of our hips and draw the circles. Now feel the body, guys, what's happening there. Hamstrings, quads, adductors, right round the thighs. That knee joint we just looked at, that's getting a fantastic, that's deep inside that knee joint now. And that's really good for it, okay? Round we go. Because we're loosening it off, we're tightening it up, we're making it stable and unstable, and we're getting big, deep movement. Take it back round the other way. Not only that, you're loosening off all the calf muscles, the tendons, and all the joints that go over that knee, but into the ankle at the same time. And also the hip and lower back and digestive system. One more time around there. Bring it back, and I'm going to reset that foot. Put it back where it was. I can't feel one part on the carpet, so I'm going to make sure I mark it. Good. Looking at the other foot. Stepping forward 1, where the toe was. Stepping forward 1, where the toe was. Good. Hands to the hips. And round we go. Nice and deep. And get those circles as big as you can. That's the focus. My feet are nice and flat on the floor. Don't want no toes. No heels off the floor. No toes off the floor. Drive that around. Take it to 15. Sticking the butt out to the rear. Working it from the hips. Not so much the bending forwards. It's that circular motion. Taking the hips around. Take it back the other way. This is massive, guys. It's doing your mid to lower lumbar at the same time, relieving tension through the lower back and through the hip area. Great big stretches. 2 and 1. Pause, hold. Going to bring those feet in and gently shake everything out. I'm going to bring my insteps together to here and gently take that around. Now you're also on that last one, because that feet position, you're working deep, deep into your pelvic floor. Okay, back around the other way. There. Round we go. 2 and 1. Job done. I've got to move this chair. Good. One of our favourites. We're going to not break it down as much as normal, but I'm going to bring those hands out. I want those feet, guys, as wide as you've ever got them to there. In railway tracks, there. So if a train came through the screen, it would stop dead when it hit us. We're so solid, all right? Drop the hands down, mark that foot, that direction. Feel the stability now. Just hold that, chest facing me. First movement, there and back. That's all I want you to do. There and back. There and back. There. So this is following on now. You're getting a big stretch and strengthening of your quads, stability of the tib and fibula, and also the knee joint, making it stable, unstable, stable, unstable, working right through. Also into our adductor area. 3, 2, and 1, upright. Take that hand to here. Big deep breath in. Exhale, roll the chest straight away and come straight to the point in the finger ahead, both feet flat on the floor. Good. Big deep breath in. Exhale, lower those hips down, long leg on the instep, reach forward and keep lowering down. Big stretch, hold. Hold at your 15. Breathe in again. Exhale, reach forwards, hip dipping down. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Exhale, and up we come. Nice long circle. Arc it down. Now squish those feet in, heel to toe if you can. That's a fantastic exercise to do anyway. Up we come and shake it out. If you squish those in, heel to toe, guys, and work it up, massive exercise for the adductors through your pelvic floor and groin area into your lower abs. Okay, shake everything out. Good. Oh, I've got wobbly legs. Marker, bringing the hands out, getting them feet nice and wide, facing you. Good. Turn that foot that way, feet flat on the floor, and this side, that is the exercise there. There. Just pushing it down and back. Now, if you feel any creaking in your knee, what that is the tendons just sliding over the joint. That's all that is, guys. Down we go and back. Unless you can text me and say, I've actually been diagnosed with arthritis in my knee. Down we go and back. Now feel that stretch. Adductors, guys. Stable knee, unstable knee. Nice big workout. They're liking that one. And a pause there. Let's take that hand up. Big deep breath in. Exhale. Roll it straight over with the chest down towards the floor. Reach forward. Feet flat, both of them. Breathe in. Exhale. Long leg on the instep and reach forwards. Good. And hip moving down. Big deep breath in. Exhale, reaching forwards again. Good. 2, 1. Big breath. Exhale, up we come. Nice big arc. Bring the feet back in facing. Now together, can we do it? Let's squish those feet in, look toe to heel, bringing them up and shake it out. Good stuff. We're getting renewing class. I always send them a copy of stuff like this afterwards. Because I do get them. We're just talking, doing it, and looking forwards and seeing exactly what the exercises are. Like it, looking good. Here we go. Take the hands up and out. Turn them up, breathe in. Exhale down to the heart. Pause for 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys, here we go. I'm being about 45 degrees. We're doing something, just adding a little tweak onto a stretch we normally do. Looks a bit like an old-fashioned one at first. Long stretch out there. Now, once you get to this position, we're going to be unstable. We're deliberately putting instability into our core. So your core's working straight away. You're going to feel it in here, working hard. Check the back foot is not sticking out to one side. Have a look and make sure those toes are straight. As you turn your head, you're going to feel, whoop, I've got a bit of wobble going on. Head's the heaviest part of the body. Core's working hard. Hands to the hips. Now move those hips backwards. Straighten that front leg. Straighten the back leg, push the back heel into the floor and move and bring that chest backwards till we've got banana shape going on. Hold that there. I know that feels unstable, but look how you are balancing your body. That's because you are beamers and you're nice and strong. Take the hands now and put them on that front knee and bend the front knee. Keep the back heel on the floor. I'm looking down about 45 degrees. Don't let the back heel come off the floor. Bend that front knee, holding that there. We've now got your ear, shoulder, hip and ankle all aligned. Now I'm bringing it back, hands to the hips and leaning back again. So we are working the hip flexors, we're locking out our joints, then we're releasing them and letting them stretch. I'm getting a little bit more of a lean back this time. I hope you are too. Leaning backwards, release, hand back to the knee. Nice and graceful every time. Bend the front knee, look down 45 degrees, keep the back heel on the floor. Now you're gonna feel not only your calf stretching, but as the calf comes around that fibula, you know, small bone on the side that we went through, you're gonna feel that one working, guys, there. And push that back heel into the floor now. Big stretch. One more this side. Slowly bringing the hands to here. Now, do you feel more stable? I bet you do. Muscle memory's kicked in. I'm looking up to the ceiling, pushing the shoulders back, leaning the spine backwards. Nice gentle curve. Look at the power of that. That's a good photograph, that is. Get somebody to get a picture of you doing this one. Last one, bring the hands back to the knees. Bend that front knee. The knees going forwards, parallel with the floor. There. You're going to feel your spine now in a correct S-shaped position. It's actually a good posture because the knees are in line with the ankles and the ears and the shoulders. 2, 1, release that through, guys. Come and stand up and give it a shake out. There's a good chance now that you're going to actually feel that back leg is longer than the other one. It's a weird sort of feeling. It's probably because it is, because we're elongating it so much. Let's get the balance then, all right? Here we go. There. Nice long stride. Now notice I didn't emphasize for you to move the feet out to the side, but you can do that. Check that back foot is straight. Mine is now, it wasn't. Feel the instability. That's going to stop. And it has. Hands to the hips, looking good. Now straighten that front leg and pick your point on the ceiling, gently lean back. Remember how you felt on the third movement the other side. You know that muscle memory is going to come, let the body get used to it. Focus, mental strength as well. Hands back to the knee. Now bend that front knee forwards, push that back heel into the floor. It may feel different. This is going to highlight which is your tighter side of the body. It may well be this side. It is for me. So right in the belly of my calf is feeling different to the other side. Focus on pushing the heel into the floor. I bet it changes it slightly. We'll straighten that leg up. 2, 1, back to the hips. Coming backwards. There, bending back. I'm now taking the shoulders for the chest is coming further up. Again, like the ship's bows coming out the ocean. I've got more range of movement there. I'm more relaxed and more confident in myself because of the position that we are in. Good. Feel the abs are nice and taut and activated. Hands back to our thighs on the knee. Bend that front knee, but keep the back heel on that floor. Focus on pushing it into the floor. Notice how the change is coming through the body. Lower spine, you can start to feel that in the lower lumbar now. That's activating. The glute here is all activated. It's a massive full body workout. Back we go. Third and last one, guys. Hands to the hips. Now when you lean back, it's starting to feel quite natural, isn't it? Look how the spine's now more happy to work. Leaning backwards, looking up, that angle there that I've got, holding it. Hands back to the knee. Bend that front knee. Heel pushing into the floor. I'm actually starting to get a little bit of a glow, strong sweat. 3, 2, 1. Release that through, guys. And give that a nice. Now your legs might feel a little bit like this now. And now notice we're not feeling we've got that lopsided thing going on. Good. Shaking them out, guys. Liking that one. How are we doing? Fantastic. we're going to have a sit down. Good. So that was a new one. That's a confidence one. And I have to say, I know I've said that, I've said it quite a few times, probably not enough. That last one we've just done is fairly up there with raising the bar, all right? Because of the strength that you've got, you're able to do it. There's no problem putting the hands out and touching anything. First movement, toes towards the shins. Think sitting nice and tall, back of the legs on the floor. Hold that there, guys. Imaginary string at the sternum. Take the hands up and out now, palms facing me. Good. Hold this position, big deep breath in, go. Exhale. Next inhalation, take the hands up. Breathe in. Lock the thumbs. Exhale, hands coming forwards. Middle fingers pointing towards the toes. Legs flat on the floor, first movement, breathe in. Exhale, can we touch those toes? If you don't, get 15, whether you're touching them or not. Good. Now keep the legs flat all the way through this session. Breathe in. Exhale, slide forwards. Because I'm keeping my knees back up, the back knees on the floor, that's my maximum. I'm pulling the toes gently towards the shins. If you're showing off and you're up to your armpits leaning forwards, fantastic. Good stuff. Breathe in. Exhale, sliding forwards again. That's my maximum. Why have we got such better range of movement in the back of the knees? Because this session has been aimed at the knee joint, guys. Well done. 2, 1, breathe in. Exhale, come back to a sitting position. Place those feet flat on the floor. Hold that one there, but think good posture, okay? Pull in so you feel engagement of your lats just under the arms there and hold that one. I'm going to press the mat. I don't know where time goes. Gordon Bennett, his wife Mary and the goldfish. Magic buttons pressed, guys. Good stuff. In your own time, as I hold that position there. This is the most important part. Take the hands up and out. Double voice, mean machines, guys. Have a fantastic and safe day. 1, 2, 3, launch it. Go, yes. Brilliant. Mr. Belt, we'll do it next week, guys. I promise, okay? Good stuff. Catch you later. Stay safe.
Bye.
Enjoy.
Bye.
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 Happy, smiling faces. I like that. Cup of tea time. Get the kettle on.
Georgia.